Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Army podcast. It's been a pretty good week for Gateshead. Still unbeaten and sitting second in the league. And we've got so much to talk about. There's even a new arrival as well this week. So we'll get on to that as Mickey just slams the doors. He lets his daughter out. We'll get to him in a second. But thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and our partners at Patrick. And of course, hit that subscribe button and we'll get right into it, everybody. There we've got to say, he isn't back. This is probably the best podcast we've ever had. It's Steely.
Woohoo! All right, Mickey, how you doing? Are you smiling for once?
You're looking good, Mickey. So,
evening, everybody. Evening.
Of course, we've got the win against Yeovil to talk about, the draw at Oldham. Also got a preview of the game at Eastleigh. There's a new player coming, Damani Mello. Has signed as well on a short-term contract, a forward player. We had debuts over the weekend as well, so lots to talk about. And of course, we got all your lovely messages. And if you're just joining us for the first time, you can message us as Trina has done. She's put evening all in the kiss. We've got embracing the vision. Evening, fellas, 11 points from 5 games, and what an incredible month it really is. We were talking about that before we came on air. Good evening, guys, from Colin Dilbo. Here he is, the man, the myth. What are you drinking there? Looks like it's passed through Boris Yeltsin.
It's refreshers, lime and lemon, lemonade.
Pint of kidney stone he's got there. Embracing the visions, but how's the hair, Dave? As you can see, it's been shaved off.
Speaking at your head, Davey, me and Mickey have had a whip round. We've got some posts to prop your head up. A little bit later. We'll come to that a little bit later.
Oh yeah, I'm big-headed over the prediction league. Don't you worry about that. We've got Sean Parry has put good evening, everyone, and we've got Christopher Story has joined us as well, so you can join us that way. But lads, going into the weekend, we hope to come away with, I'd say, I think 4 points was the minimum. Everyone kind of, but to get it and in hard-fought games, good weekend.
Very good weekend. Saturday's performance, I mean, I think all the teams we've played, I think Yeovil's been the best team we've played so far.
Yeah.
And that includes Oldham even in the second half. Well, I thought Yeovil were a really good outfit. I think they'll finish quite high up, to be honest.
Well, while we've got that, we're talking about that, we might as well bring it in on the game here. Of course,
we knew it was going to be tough. We knew they won the league comfortably last year. They've come up on a high, and playing good football, got some good players as well. So we were in for a tough game.
They did play good football, but even though Gates weren't fully at the races, we still managed to score.
We played better football.
I mean, whether it's a scrappy goal or a screamer from 30 yards, sometimes you just got to take what you can get. And in and around the box, here we are. Jacob Butterfield goes down on goal.
The build-up beforehand, the football was excellent. Crisp passing. So you make your own luck, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. And I think we've said it between us, and I think probably people agree. Years gone by, weekends like this, we might have only come away with 1 point or none at all. Yeah. But the lads, there's definitely a resilience there, and it's nice to see. And I'm not going to put us down as title challengers. We're doing all right at the minute, but if you can win a game while you're not playing at your greatest, or come away with a point, then it bodes well for when you are going to start playing well, doesn't it? But I mean, Onaseni, he's had his chances there. A lot of defenders are turning their back on him and passing the ball slowly, and he's reacting to it, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's two games in a row. He's had a goal chalked off for offside. Both very marginal.
Yeah, we'll see it in this one. I still can't see where it was offside on this one.
Me neither. Unless he's given a free kick for pushing down. But this was a good goal by Brandon.
Yeah. Nice to see him get amongst the goals. I mean, of course, defender, you're not saying them expecting him to get goals, but for him to settle in and get a goal, and it was he's all his own doing. It's great stuff, and he's buried that one, didn't he? But good. I mean, I think we might see that the offside for Oseni here, but I cannot see it whatsoever.
He's give the free kick for him pushing the defender down when he's left for the ball. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But
another pleasing thing is just sorry, David, go on.
The flag does go up. It's given for an offside.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it unless Story was the man offside initially, but it's there was a couple of late decisions. Even the penalty on Beck, which we'll get to later on, that was a real delayed reaction from the referee as well. But yeah, and
the referee was
himself there, but
the referee gives some curious decisions both ways. I thought the one on the half and Beck gets the free kick given against him. I don't know how on earth he come to that decision.
He got speared into the ground, didn't he? Effectively, but not much Tiernan Brooks could do there. The way it come in, Jarvis did well, but he was injured. I think he injured himself in that because you're watching him here because limping. So, but initially, obviously in the comments that he had saved it, he did get a touch on it, but then it just rolled across his chest, didn't it? The spin took it in.
Yeah.
But no,
and then we had a bit of luck.
We did, but I mean, Yeovil were they played some good passing football, moved the ball quickly. They were quite similar to us, really. They like the build up at the back as well, and it was a really they took off the line there, and it hits off the post. With rid our luck sometimes, yes, but you've got to do that and stay resolute, and we did in both games. Of course, we'll look at the Oldham game shortly, but I want to say this see if anyone can actually spot the offside, because I can it. So ball comes in, no Story's on. Interesting one. I'll play the game.
No, I didn't even see if Oseni was offside before the ball went in or not.
That's what I'm going to see.
The initial this year.
He's on. Oh, but the lad on the far side looks like he's playing him on, but
No.
And flag does go up, but that was a curious one.
That was I'd like to see that.
We're not blessed with that many angles, of course, but
I'll tell you what's a positive as well, and is this squad rotation, which never believed we would be saying that with Gateshead, but all the players now have sort of had minutes in their legs, I appreciate it. You can't criticize that, the disjointedness maybe shown on Monday's game showed a little bit, but it's good that these players are all involved.
Well, that's I think the way they managed the games. Yes, Oldham came on strong. We'll get onto that one later on, but the physicality was in this game, I felt. So that reflected in the squad selection. The one at Yeovil, we went to aim for Mark Beck, but I felt McGowan and Colquitt maybe just didn't settle into that game in the final third. They weren't as effective because obviously we didn't get that many chances. But you've got to give credit to Oldham on that as well. But we'll get into it. Yeah. I mean, I think that penalty's coming up very soon on Mr. Beck.
But Yeovil are a good team. They'll be okay. They're not going to struggle. I know they lost on with a last minute goal on Monday, but they'll be fine. I tell you what, they'll be a hard team to beat down there actually.
Yeah. I mean, their number 7 was excellent. I thought he was a constant pain in the backside. I was glad when they took him off.
Yeah. Pearson. And then obviously Yeovil, best team I've seen at the International Stadium in a long time. Yeah, they brought the game to us. Made it an interesting affair, didn't it? And pardon me, a bit gassy there, my Shandy. It's it's just nice, and as you see, the squad rotation it is something that's been used to great effect, and long may that continue. Of course, it's probably been brought in a little bit more with the injuries that we've had. We've talked about that till we're blue in the face. There's not much more you can really say on them things, but there's a majority of new lads have come into the squad. They've hit the ground running. But it's happened at a time when we're winning games still and picking up points. So,
we've got strength. strength and depth, haven't we? Which is, it's something we didn't used to have. We didn't used to have, if we lose such key players as Grace, not Ollie, we'd then be struggling. But, not the squad we've got, the players we've got. It's really pleasing to see.
I think this might be the penalty here. There, look, he's yarking at him. Oh, there we go.
It's pretty blatant.
Yeah, it's really blatant.
He took his time though, the referee. He thought about it and then sort of give it.
Yeah, he did it in dramatic fashion, didn't he?
He did. Your commentary was excellent for this.
Yeah, but I mean, look, you're on about the squad rotation there before. It's a good penalty from Hannant. I think everyone was gasping after the two he missed against Carlisle, but when it matters, he does it.
He's such a good penalty taker. Such a good penalty taker.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stop that one there.
No one's saving them anyway.
No, but I mean, the squad rotation is something good, but the players that have come in have hit the ground running, and you got to think, if we're not firing on all cylinders at the moment, there's more improvement to come. We know what the standards are of this team, what they hold themselves to, so I'm expecting a lot more to come from them. We've got our early predictions here because I think they're struggling to get the be able to watch tonight. They've got predictions that they're 3-1, 2-2. They're all there for Johnny Gray to get, but you'll go through the comments. Evening lads as well from Craig. We've got Thomas Lovejoy. A point. I'm also because I called it correctly. Yeah, there's a few people did that. And I see Yeovil went down to a Conor McBride screamer on Monday. Yeah, I seen he scored. I haven't seen the goal.
Seen the goal yet?
That's a good goal. Yeah.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, he does have Conor, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got. Can't believe the ref had to think about that as if it wasn't a pen. Yeah, he was.
I can't believe it neither, Chris. I was sitting there thinking he's gonna blow, surely.
I think it was. I think he just liked the drama of it. He was gonna give it. I think he just liked the slowness of yeah. I don't think there was any doubt.
No doubt at all. Right, just while people are still joining us as well, remember you can like and subscribe. Let's see, this is a thing for our social medias. We'll be back in a second. Now, I am in the process of trying to find the photo of the player that was 1 second announced the other day. There we go. I have it here. I'll quickly save it and get it up onto our screen. But Gateshead have been in the transfer market. There's a short-term transfer has come in for, whoops, nearly uploading it to the wrong part. Come in for this young man here, and I'm still trying to find it, getting through quickly. There he is. Oh, look at the wonders of technology. So here he is. There he is. Damani Mello has come in. So Gates are going to get a chance to have a look at him. Forward player. And we'll see if see how he does in the gated ranks. But he was
Where's
there.
Where's he come from?
I can't remember because I remember it was just before the game. But I tell you what, by the wonders of Google, we can.
He was at Rochdale last season on loan.
Was he?
I know that. That's all I remember.
Who was his parent club?
His parent club last year was Wycombe Wanderers. So he made 9 appearances for Wycombe in 2 seasons. He was on loan at Rochdale, Sutton, then on loan at Rochdale again. He's been at Salford City as well, and he was originally a Manchester United prospect. So he's come through the Manchester United. So
it must be a Manchester United thing to have long flowing locks.
Well, I mean, I'm only jealous. I mean, if you look at them locks, that's. I mean, we're not going to talk about hair on this podcast, but look at that. That's a proper haircut. That like didn't dye it.
How big's our squad?
Well, it was noticeably bigger than Yeovil's on the back of the program. So but remember, we have got players out on loan as well.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. The Yeovil manager said they deserved a point, and they think it was a soft penalty decision.
What? I mean, it was a blatant penalty.
That's more Cooper looking through green tinted glasses, I think.
Mind you, it was funny when he threw himself on the floor when they won a free kick.
Went back to the floor.
It was just
good old Mark Cooper.
Yeah,
he never disappoints.
He doesn't. But I mean, before we get on to the game we watched, lads, the Oldham game. This is the league table at the moment. I'll put it up full screen. Eastleigh top of the league on 13 points. The Heed in second on 11 points. Goal difference is the best in the league at this moment in time. And then we look at this weekend, and it's went away. Where's that gone? Is it? I'll tell you what. I'll just take that off there and remove it. The fixtures this week.
No, it took it, dude.
Yeah, yeah. The games that are interesting this weekend to us is that Forest Green are away at Sutton. Sutton's in third. And then obviously we play Eastleigh. If results were to go our way, we could have like a 3 or 4 point gap on third and fourth place. So that's I know. It's all ifs and buts. But I tell you what, though, if you end August like that, it's nice, isn't it?
You can tell Davies had a shandy.
Yeah, that's not sponsored, but if they would like to sponsor us, we've got Foster's Shandy there. It's quite refreshing. But yeah, we got here. The Yeovil manager did say to me, whoever finishes above us will win the league. Same as the Southport gaffer in 21-22. Well, there we go. Heard it there first. Yeovil fans were brilliant, to be honest. 150 of them coming up, lunchtime kickoff, non-stop singing all afternoon. Yeah, it did make a good atmosphere, didn't it? And even nicer to send them home with a defeat.
Yeah, I just sent the thing away following, so I'm disappointed.
When do we go down there? When's the away game?
Friday night in November, I believe, isn't it?
And January the 17th, I think it is.
But it's a Friday night, I know that much.
Yeah.
Look, while we're on about it, let's get the elephant out the room. I know I do commentary, and what was it? Was that a duck? Did someone have a
What was that?
I don't know, but I've got to say that the commentary for Oldham was abysmal.
It was poor Davy.
Made it very hard watching. The old fella that does the co-commentary wasn't even listening to the commentator. He didn't know who was on the pitch. It was quite embarrassing at times. And every home commentary is going to be a little bit biased towards the home team, but it was something ridiculous. But just put that back a little bit. Here we go. Go on, Tyrell. Boom. The bounce deceives the keeper.
I tell you what, we've got a few players this season cracking them, trying to score from 25 plus yards.
I tell you what, it makes a bloody big change because I'm sick of them trying to walk it in.
Well, the save got space, and when he pulled the trigger there, it was an absolute corker. Newton goal contender for goal of the season. Well, it's not a bad one. I'm going to say, watch it again here. Look at
Keeper's fault.
I think the bounce deceives them. The bounce deceives the perfect bounce. I mean, if you're going to the keeper, especially when he's at full stretch, I think it's took a little bit of speed out the ball, to be honest, and that's what's left the keeper like that. But Teenan Brooks with another couple of fantastic saves as well.
He's had he's had a solid start, Brooks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Really good.
My mum said it was shockingly bad, Dave. It was bad, the commentary. I know I've had some stinkers in the past, but my word, that was a bad one. But Brooks, once again, called into action. He's phenomenal, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's been absolutely outstanding since he come in, to be honest.
Top keeper. And he's actually ours as opposed to a loanee, so it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I thought Mark Beck was going to get a goal there, like when he come launch around. But I mean, the crowd of 5,000 there, great attendance. We know they're a big club. Question for you, lads: do you think the referee started to listen to the home fan?
Yes.
During the
he started to get.
See why he was wearing yellow? He couldn't have been any more of a home if he tried.
Yeah, he was starting to feel the pressure of the crowd, and he was definitely given.
I mean, let's be honest. Look at that. We got a free there, but actually we didn't. There was a foul on Adam after that. But what I was going to say is that what's that? Buggers. But yeah, it was. even though we weren't at our best, we read our luck. Yes, they hit the woodwork a couple of times, but you've got to get it on target. You're not saved by the woodwork; they just didn't get it in. But
look, we're trying to help them. It's hit the post.
Well, I mean, you've got
how many times over the years, lads, and following Gateshead, how many times would we have lost that game?
9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth, Steely.
Yeah. You got to remember as well. Obviously, we're middle of the table club. So yeah, we've got to be happy with that. This point.
We have,
look, I mean, what the hell was he thinking?
I mean,
you can laugh about it now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they should have scored that. They should have did better. You should have done better there.
Another good save
by to John Bellahoon there. He did say, I'm getting closer at scoring. I fired one over on Saturday and I hit the post this week. So to be fair, he's seen the funny side of it, but he did put a beating heart on there as well. So,
I know.
So
Brooks had almost given up, hadn't he? Brooks thought it was going in.
But look, we've got to look at the positives. Yes, we might not be
absolutely
at the races, but we held on. We stood resolute. We had a few scares. Of course, Kent Richardson here with an excellent tackle.
We're still undefeated. You know what I mean? We've played some tricky teams. Yeovil at home was difficult. Halifax, obviously, our bogey team away. Oldham, they're up for their place. And we've come away, unscathed. We've got points on the road.
And we've been in both games and could have won it.
Oh yeah.
Halifax and Oldham.
Well, we could have been 2-0 before they got back into it.
Started obviously we had that rocky 30 minutes, didn't we, in the second half?
Yeah.
Then we started to play again when they started to commit forward, and here that one it's hard to tell.
Hard to tell from that angle, but
and also
I can't buy them. And at the time, are you still there?
Yeah. Go for it, Mickey.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean,
but looking at them, they haven't said it. Like you can tell, they thought it was a goal. Well, it's just turned and run.
Well, the defender in front of him, just running, but we had a chance right near the end as well. But look,
I think we earned a point. With it's one of those games we're pleased to see the game finish, and we'd that was right at the end. That wasn't at the 90th minute or something, 94th minute.
It was, but look, got to say it, fourth. I mean, you look at the league table, it speaks for itself. We scored the most goals in the league. We're unbeaten. We're in second. We play top of the league on Saturday, and then Barnet the week after. This is the position you want to be in. You want to be there to be shot at because you don't want to be chasing. So, and if anything, we know about the management team and the coaching staff. They'll have these lads G'd up for it on Saturday. And we'll get fully into that later on. But we do have some nice news. Obviously, we've had a bit of the bad injuries, but Woking last weekend had a bucket collection, and I think there was a raffle as well, wasn't it? Fundraiser for Greg Ollie, and they raised 1,325, which is absolutely fantastic. And of course,
really good,
amazing from Woking, and of course, I think the GoFundMe is at 4,300 and something. So it's getting up towards £5,000-6,000 there now. Amazing stuff, and we'll share that again as well later on. But
just incredible from everyone, isn't it? Sort of, and as you said, including Woking and their supporters. I mean, they didn't need to do that, but really nice gesture. You know what I mean? I thought that was a nice touch by Woking. But of course, everyone else contributing huge amounts of money to this 4,500 so far. So absolutely amazing. Yeah, incredible.
We've got a message here. Apparently, Liam Hogan was a bit wound up by our fans. Also, Ethan Pye was in the away end on Saturday. That's
great. Good lad.
You know what it is? I always find this strange. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed it. When we have players that play for us, they're nice, and they don't, in games, they never really get sent off for being aggro and putting a bit of needle in and stuff. But when they come back to play against us, we've always got it. And Liam Hogan is a prime example of that. But when he goes, great player, I'm not knocking him as a player, but sometimes we under the bogey years and maybe after that, we always miss that little bit of niggle, someone to fight back when we're under the cosh or whatever.
Yeah.
And we never got that. And then as soon as they come back to play against her, Liam Hogan was like Vinnie Jones, and it's just like, it always bugs us. It's like, do it in a gated shirt, man, for God's sake. But
he was a great player. He was a good player for us.
Amazing.
He was a good defender.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah. I'm not knocking him, but I'm just saying,
I know what you mean, Davey. Aye. Yeah, Craig, I fully agree. Like, really good, really nice touch by Wogan. Yeah, superb.
It certainly is. Also, as well, we mentioned this last week, but it is going to be very, very soon. The Gateshead Foundation it was actually this past Tuesday, yesterday. So I don't know if it's going to be on again, so I'll take it off. I thought it was actually tomorrow. That's apologies to the foundation. That's my fault. But just looking around, I did have the league table up there, or the fixtures. So I'll share the fixtures for what we've got this weekend coming up. So this It's certainly. And free to Soul members, £5 if you want to go along. It is going to be our great friend and co-commentator Mark Carruthers is hosting an evening with the Gateshead coaching staff and management. So there'll be lots of questions and things put forward. But the fixtures over the full weekend, as I mentioned before, I tried to get this up, but it wouldn't come on. So you got AFC Fylde Southend. That's a sticky wicket for either side, that, because neither of them are in the greatest run of form. Aldershot Maidenhead, well, that one as well, because Maidenhead turned over Barnet last weekend.
Yeah.
Altrincham Oldham is going to be a niggly one, isn't it? It's a bit of a local derby.
Oh, yeah. Tasty.
Barnet Tamworth Tamworth have picked up some results. Will they find a result over Barnet? And if they do, is that going to put pressure on their manager? Boston.
And I think Tamworth will boot Barnet all over the park.
Yeah. I tell you, he's in serious. If they don't win on convincingly, he's in serious trouble.
Yeah, you would think so. Then there's a couple of games where you think, either side could win that. Boston Yeovil, that's open. Dagenham and York, either side could win that. Ebbsfleet, Halifax is also there's no massive games where you think they're definitely going to win that one.
Yeah,
that's the league in general. I think
Hartlepool have got Braintree at home. Then it's Rochdale Woking, which is another sticky wicket. You got Solihull Wheelstone. See two decent footballing sides there. And Forest Green. So there's some interesting fixtures this weekend. And
I wonder how many coupons burst because of Hartlepool's draw with Wealdstone at home on Saturday.
They got beat.
No, they drew once each.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of when they got the 2-0 up against
Woking on Monday, didn't it?
Hey, by the way, so the two outstanding games, obviously ours first, second, and obviously that's Sutton Forest Green. That's the two big games in the National League, isn't it?
Well, the Sutton Forest Green one is a 5:30 kickoff as well. So as I say, for a moment on Saturday, ourselves, it depends what happens with Woking, of course, and Barnet, but ourselves, Eastleigh and Gateshead for a couple of maybe an hour or so could be a few points clear at the top. So it's savor them wins while you get them. But it is. It's good. And so we've got lots to talk about still. We've got Darcy is messaging in from Corfu. Hello there, Johnny Gray.
Johnny.
Man, he's on holiday and he's still dedicated to the prediction league. And I say he's
a lovely touch it was on Saturday, by the way.
Here we go.
Well,
we're going on to that. What an absolute credit the football club were to Darcy and Ems on Saturday with a get well to Joe and Greg.
Oh yeah,
got them on the pitch, and I thought, what a lovely touch. Me and Trina went floods.
Yeah.
And as if by magic, I tell you what, look at this. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Well done, girls. As
Well done. Yeah.
Brought everyone together on the stand, and of course, even the Yeovil fans joined in. So it's a lovely, lovely touch, and well done, everybody.
Big moment.
Yeah. Well, as I say, Mr. Gray, I did give a little preview there, but this is who got the games right for Yeovil and who played a joker on theirs. Whoa!
Yeah, can't believe you got 9 points for that. 9 points.
9 points, 9 points, and of course, Patrick Story, St. Geordie, Christopher Story. St. Geordie, Christopher Story, Craig, Darcy, and we got Liv, Stephanie, David Tron, Ken Webster, and Emmy Gray got there. And then on the next one, you got St. Geordie got both.
What's that?
I think Mickey's got a duck on his phone.
I think he has.
So well done to St. Geordie. He got both of them right, but he didn't use his joker, and he's in second because of it. Well, I'm the first person. I'm the first person to use a joker. Who will be the next person to get a joker right? That's the question, because it took me from 10th to 1st. So it shows you how important them jokers can be. So a big one there. If Johnny he did send us a message with what his prediction was going to be, and I think he is actually using a joker. So if you can send that in again, that would be great. Obviously, we'll do that. Great. And Craig, he must be saying Geordie 2 correct for over the weekend for me. Oh no, yeah, Craig says well. So yeah, 2 correct scores there as well. And then what we got here, evening guys, only just able to join. Hope you all enjoyed the weekend. We certainly have.
We did. Yeah.
But I'm just
weekend.
Savoring this moment. Look at that, top of the league.
I've noticed you've not taken the league down. You just keep it up there.
Oh no, just my mouse is broke. I can't get it down.
Look, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Whoops!
Oh, goodness! I'm sure his head's expanding now.
I was mid-table all out and plodding along, and then I started rising up the table, then peaked at the right moment and won the league.
Oh, God.
I know.
I think you're above me in the dream teams now, Gaddis.
I haven't even looked. Wait, let's have a little look, of course, to Saturday's fixture. We are playing Eastleigh.
Massive game.
It is a massive game. Without any surprise, Paul McCallum has got 4 goals already. They're number 9. After that, the goals are shared around with Chris Maguire, who has 2. Jake Taylor has 2. And then one of the defenders, Voskins Jake, has a goal as well. So, Jake Voskins. Vokin, even. We'll get it right. Yeah, so a team that are doing well, but the goals are coming from certain players at the moment. It's going to be an interesting one. I think they're going to be a strong physical side. We're going to have to. They're going to be full of it, like we are as well. They're enjoying their start of the season, I mean, to the winner takes the spoils. Really, in this one, you're going to be top of the league. So it's a lot to play for. To end the first month of the season, top of the league is going to be a big shot in the arm for either side.
Oh, totally. Paul McCallum is just something else. He scored so many goals in this league. I mean, he was linked with Southend in the summer. I think they probably would have signed him if they had all the issues sorted in time. But he's becoming one of the
sorry to cut you off, but just the way you went, he scored so many goals. It's like that rang up Talk Sport and started crying about Mickey Quinn. So many goals. Yeah, but no. I think for Eastleigh, we're very happy that didn't happen. Of course. But
yeah, got that quickly as well, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. I got Scott
quickly there, and Alex Chesterfield. Yeah. He was a good player as well. So.
It's the classic. There's no easy games in this division, but my God, this is a tough game on Saturday.
Yeah, they've got
week after.
Well, Chris Maguire's good as well. He's obviously dropped down the levels. There's some good players they've got there. Yeah. They've got that massive defender as well, Ludwig Fanceliti, I think his name is, or Franceliti.
You best start learning the name, Davey.
Let's call it Big Fran.
Big Fran.
But yeah, no, it's a side that's been together and doing well, and they're like us. They've hit the ground running this season, and they're up there on merit, and we're close behind. So it is going to be an interesting one. We've got a message here. Thomas Lovejoy, can I ask what a joker does in the prediction league? If you use one of your 3 jokers throughout the season and your result comes in like mine did on Saturday, instead of getting 3 points, you get 9 points. That's how I jumped from 10th to 1st. So, so use them sparingly. Use them when you think you've got a good one. And, that's how you top the league.
Joker.
Yeah. Me and Eastleigh.
Brilliant. Well played. I bet there's not many going to get it. You know what I mean? It's tough to play a joke and get it right.
Before we go into the prediction league, obviously we're only just halfway through the show. Obviously, a lot of turmoil up the road at our neighbours and Blythe Spartans. The pre-season friendly was, let's be honest, it was an S show. For them in that preseason friendly, they got beat 7-0. It wasn't the scoreline; it was just the manner that they couldn't even compete in the game. They've done a little bit better than what I thought they would in the season. 3 draws early on, but they got beat on the weekend, and they've got rid of Alberto Solano yesterday, much to the name brings with the appointment, so does with the dismissal. It brings attention as well, and it's highlighted problems that I think everyone's kind of known about and been worried about, because obviously with what happened with us with the man that shall not be named a while ago, take very little enjoyment in it. Really, it's not nice to see a club on its knees.
No.
And
as much as we dislike the club, I just do not want them to go through what we went through, and it's all the factors are pointing that it's going to be.
As with any of this, it's always the fans who suffer. You know what I mean? They're paying good money up there to watch that, and just been robbed basically.
Well, dare I say, you talk about finances. I think he said that he wanted to bring in some players. He couldn't. Those 5 players supposedly wanted to leave this week. So there's big trouble behind the scenes there. And we've already seen a Northeast side in the last 12 months have to give up their place in the league and go straight down to the Northern League in Marsk. And it's something I really fear for them. I think it's a realistic possibility, because if you read on Twitter, there was a lot of their fans leaving at half time. A lot of people saying that they weren't happy. And of course, got their Solano sacked at Blythe. Someone's put LOL. Yeah. Yes, you can have a snigger, but when you look at the real things that's going on there, it's not good. And of course, Blythe, they're on the red button on Saturday. Yeah. They're up against Campion FC. Mickey, we had a conversation this afternoon. I've never even heard of them. They're in the Northern Counties League. If they lose that,
in Northumberland. Oh, you're on the Campion.
Yeah, right. But no, I mean, you look at that, and of course, the FA Cup is a big part of Blythe's heritage. Yes, they get a run every so often, but if they get battered on Saturday, by a team that not many people have heard of, that's no disrespect to Campion. They just haven't been on our radar. We haven't been at that level. But yeah, that's horrendous, isn't it? And you just think
it's awful.
If they haven't got anything to look forward to in a cup competition, if they get knocked out early on, God forbid, and the crowds are going to dwindle, and things could go from really bad to worse overnight.
Well, it'll go toxic if it's not careful. And it's if you've got players there who want to leave after just 5 games of the season. They got turned over. We had a great weekend, the long weekend. They had a terrible 1-5-2 and 4-1. 4-1 against their local rivals and some of their ex-players, obviously playing against. That's just rubbing salt in the wounds, isn't it?
You noticed something now. Noticed something online that they were saying about what was happening in the club shop as well, which is a little bit alarming. They're trying to grab every penny they can, and they've got something similar to the Gated Soul. Is it the 1899 club?
something, well,
yeah.
80, whatever it is.
1899, no, it is.
These are just solely for people who signed up for that, and they get that badge, and they've been selling them in the club shop for £1.50, one quid, whatever.
You know, and if you're paying into that, you're going to go, well, why am I doing that if the incentive, flog them off? So it's just pretty grim, really.
Pretty
it's not only that; it's statements made by a manager who's just the Morpeth manager made a statement that I don't have to go into it, and then a previous manager made a statement about what's going on up there, and I think managers are starting to make people quite aware of what's going on now.
Yeah.
I don't think Irfan is morally as corrupt as the one we had, but I don't know why he's took the club on.
Is it naivety? Does he believe he can turn it round? You know, but you know, the fans certainly don't seem to be on board up there. Obviously, we don't speak for them, but I speak to Green Army a little bit sometimes on Twitter and via direct message, and they're very worried about what's going on up there. And you can imagine it. And people have put, is JJ still alive? No, he hasn't got a club at the moment. I think he's still recovering from that dislocated shoulder. He had to have an operation on it, I think. So we've got JJ was in the stands against Yeovil on Saturday. I did see that. I seen he had put a video up of Hannon taking the penalty, saying he's got ice in his veins. But yeah, no, nice to see former players coming back. And of course, Mickey and Steely, we've got sad news about a former player that sadly passed away a little bit just before my time. I didn't get to see him play, I don't think, but I'll let you mention it.
Stevie Higgins, ex-fullback, 80s, 90s, would you say, Steely?
Early 90s, aye.
Yeah. Left us in the 80s and went to Barrow, won the FA Trophy, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
He went with a lot of Gateshead players and come back. And Higgy was a classy fullback, really classy fullback. Centre half in emergency. Had the pleasure of sometimes the job he had, he couldn't catch the team coach, and he used to jump on the minibus once and would drive down, and he'd jump off at a certain point and get on the team coach. Really nice bloke, great footballer, loved a cardigan as well. Used to get absolutely loads of stick off the lads for his dress sense.
Yeah, Paul Doolan put out some nice words as well, because obviously Paul had played with him as well. So I sincerely hope the club have a minute's applause for the lad on Saturday. Taken too early.
I mean, he must have, I don't know how old he was. He must have only been in his 60s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he couldn't be that old. Yeah. I remember he was in the conference, wasn't he, in the early 90s?
Yeah.
There's that duck again.
It's my phone. I don't know how he sent us a message.
Yeah. As I say, RIP there from Christopher Story to his family and friends. JJ was running summer camps at Redriff. Yeah, he's been running them all over in the summer. And also he got married as well during the summer. So
but Stevie Higgins, great footballer. My utmost condolences to his former teammates, his family, and his friends.
Yeah, well said, Mickey.
He took far too early.
Yeah,
really, really good fullback though.
Yeah. We've got let's have a little look around. Some people are starting to send in their predictions. You can start doing that now. Johnny Gray, I mentioned before, he's going 1-1 and using his joker on Saturday. Darcy, the joker as well. Darcy's not being left out, and Emmy has went 4-3. Oh, she's going for a bum twitcher in trade. That one, that one will be a little bit nerve wracking. We've got can't wait till Saturday's match. He's going 3-1. Craig Hilton. Colin Dilbo is going 2-1 to Eastleigh, and also as well, 2-1. Sorry, 2-1 against Eastleigh. And we've got a message here as well. We forgot to mention this one from Steve. The other happened just before just after the season started. Tommy Cassidy sadly passed away. I know he wasn't Mickey's favorite person in the world. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times, and As I say, I wasn't.
Tell the story.
He was all go on then. Go on, you can tell it.
No,
I started first, and then we'll bring you in on yours.
Tell yours.
Well, I was at Steely was there as well, I believe.
Was I?
We played Bromsgrove, and the performance was starting to slide, wasn't it? And we went to Bromsgrove this afternoon, and we got absolutely battered 3-0. We were looking to get
awful. We didn't even turn up, man. It was awful, that game.
The only shot we had hit the roof of the stand. We were standing behind the goal. That was Mickey Farry hit the shot. And by the end of it, we were getting totally pig sick and we're singing, "We want Cassidy out." So we jumped in the minibus, got to Wetherby, and I just said, I did apologise as well, by the way, later on in life.
We met the team, didn't we? We met Tommy Cassidy.
Yeah. Cassidy come along and I went, "Tommy, resign while the Gannon's good." That's all I said. We have said it. It wasn't nasty it is nasty when you see it, and needless to say, Cassidy launched at me. If it hadn't have been for the Brandon Mafia, who were the board at the time, I think I would have been splattered all over Wetherby.
Well, fast forward about nearly 20 years or more. I was probably about the first or second season I was doing a commentary, and I was sat and we're playing Barrow, I think it was, and obviously he was working for BBC Cumbria doing the summarising with their commentator, and I sat down next to him and he said, "Oh, he's been following Gateshead long." I said, "Oh yeah, about how many ever years it was at the time." And then I was talking to him, and he said, "Oh," he goes, "I used to be the manager here." I said, "Oh yeah, I know, I've heard a few stories." And then he looked at us and went, "Does Mickey Barras still come here?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "He doesn't like me very much."
Oh, Mickey, brilliant! After all those years,
I went on Total Sport and he was on. And I says to Tommy, "You might remember me. I told you to resign at Wetherby." He says, "How could I forget? I was going to kill you that day." I said, "Well, I was in the wrong. I apologise." I says, "But at the time, that's how I felt."
Yeah.
And he took it like that. And then, lo and behold, poor soul passed away.
Hey, Mickey, at least you got the chance, so at least you got that chance. And you
good players here, don't get us wrong.
He did,
He was the one who brought in the Jeff Wrightsons, not John Watson, Paul Proudlock, Alan Lamb. Yeah. Brought in some really, really good players who served the club well.
Yeah.
But he also brought in Tuplin, Borthwick.
As I say, my only interaction was that, and he was lovely with me. But it was the caution in his voice and his face. Does Mickey Barras still here?
Is Mickey Barras still here? You should have said, "Yeah, he's just sitting there," because you must have been sitting close to him, were you?
Aye. But we've got.
He probably would have ragdolled us all over the stand now.
Even at that age. We've got the starting to come in now. 2-2 Easter Joker. Everyone's going for that Joker. Everyone's thinking on.
Oh, look, you've got it started now. They're all getting excited because of you, Davey.
We've got 3 Jokers throughout the season. We've got Patrick Story 2-0. We've got prediction 2-0 against Eastleigh, clean sheet for the lads. We've got 2-1. St. Geordie Craigs went 2-1. 4-1 David Tron. We've got 3-1 Sean Parry, 1-0 Heed. 1 second. Does anyone realise that? 1 second from Thomas Lovejoy. And realise our next 4 of our 5 games are at home. Brilliant opportunity to pick up some points in front of a home crowd. It certainly is. We've got 2-1 against Eastleigh, says John Ollie. Of course, we're still love that John listens in. Big Twitcher. Loves it, doesn't he?
He is, and he's a big Twitcher.
Big Twitcher.
He'll be offended by that, by the way. He will be offended by that.
What's the term now? What's
he's a big birder, not a Twitcher.
It's not.
I heard he liked the birds, like.
Is it? Am I getting my terminology wrong? Is it ornithologist or is that something else?
Yeah. Now you get actually John is an ornithologist. Actually, yeah, he's like a conservationist birder. Yeah. Hey, look at you boys.
Yeah.
Educated.
Actually, lads, just on about that, when my hair went blue, obviously I got loads of sympathy in our little group.
How can we not forget?
And I can't remember which one of these two lovely gentlemen sent me a picture of a blue tit. So that was, Mickey.
What's the difference between these two?
Yeah.
One's a blue tit.
Yeah.
The other one's a bird.
Yeah. Horrible. 3-2.
I'm surprised they didn't put the video up.
Hey, look at this. We've got Eastleigh 1-0, says Steve Farnfield. Ornithologist, please. And Anne says a big twit. So there
Well said, John.
Alan Guest. And we've got Mickey. Any news on the ladies' team?
Yes, they made a sign today. Our name escapes us because it's quite a funny name.
I've actually
one for Davey, is it?
Davey's already got it lined up. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, look at this. Hey, he's good,
I saved it and I can't find it. Where is
it? You're letting yourself down.
I don't know where she plays. I haven't read the article.
When's the season starting?
Well, there's a good question. I've never heard anything when the fixtures are out yet.
Chiana Rebe.
That's it.
So, there we go. Chiana, welcome, Chiana.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, and when the ladies' season kicks off properly, we'll get some of the players on, the management, of course. 1 second, I'll get rid of the picture of the new signing. And Trina has put 3-1 to Eastleigh. Right, lads, let's get ours in. I went first last week. I'll let Mickey go first this week.
Well, I'm going to be quite conservative and say 3-0 to Gateshead.
What?
Are you pulling a joker out or anything like that?
You don't no, he's not. Don't boo us, right? But it's Gateshead 1, Eastleigh 2.
What? I kind of against you. See it? Well, I kind of against my team, lads. I
think we'll get beat on Saturday. So 1-2.
Look at our record against Eastleigh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's brilliant. We've tonked them, but I think we're coming up physical.
I'm feeling confident because I'm top of the league. Right. I'm gonna play another joker.
What? You've only got 3 all season.
Yeah, I'm going for another joker, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go 4-1 Gateshead.
Wow. Goodness. I hope you're right.
To be honest, I was thinking that myself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
He's put 4-zip to the Heat, so 4-0, says Simon Horn. I have the fixtures for the ladies. We'll get them up next week. Mickey, I've heard that Lee hand in coaching the Amazons to victory over Gateshead ladies the other week.
He did. He did indeed.
He
was part of the team. Chester were the better team on the day. There's no 2 ways about it. We've had better games, let's put it that way.
Yeah. That's pretty.
I shook his hand and said, "Congratulations! They deserve to win." There was no 2 ways about it.
Yeah. Well, as I say, if anyone wants to get their predictions in now, and there we go, up the Amazons. And 1 second, I keep getting tapped on the shoulder. What is it?
You and Mickey have a similar haircut, but Mickey's still got more hair than you.
Did you hear that? Was it audible?
Yes.
No, hair.
You and Mickey's got the same haircut, but somehow Mickey's got more hair than you.
Because I can grow a beard.
Mickey's been growing out for about a year.
I was sucking up.
I only had a shave last week, and
I can grow them over beard because I've got 3 chins. So on that one, it's
just can't see mine.
Yeah, Mickey's went for he's got the shadow working for his in his favour here. Right, we've got a couple of minutes left. If you want to get your predictions in, you can do. So, Mickey, what was yours? 3-0?
3-0.
2-1 Eastleigh, says Steely, and I'm going 4-1 and another joker. So yeah, that is we top of the league next week. I'll not be there. I'll not get it right next week. But yeah, no, it's been enjoyable.
Put an advert on because I need to go for a pee.
Well,
any more news about this this cup competition? Is any with this of the under-21s from the Premiership teams?
Go on, Mickey. You go for a wee, Mickey.
We'll talk cup competitions because no more news at the moment.
No, I haven't heard anything. You think we'd have some kind of big PR thing about it, wouldn't you?
You would have thought it would have been a big thing. Surely it can't be in the new year, can it?
Well, I'm not too sure, but Gateshead have been picked for one of these DAZN games against Dagenham. So I don't know if anyone has a DAZN subscription or is going to be buying it and seeing what it's like. You have to let us know.
Oh, is the kickoff's been moved as well, hasn't it? Isn't it 5:30 kickoff now?
Yeah, so it'd be interesting.
I know some of the fans were a bit disgruntled because, of course, you've booked tickets, on trains way in advance to make it cheaper.
They haven't told anything to. Obviously, I haven't heard anything if DAZN are still using the National League commentators or whatever. So it's all very. Haven't heard a thing. So
I'll tell you what. You're on about the zone there. You can get the highlights much quicker now.
Can you? Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, they are. They're up that night, aren't they? A lot quicker.
Okay.
Yeah. Mickey has been drinking that glass of lemonade for ages. No wonder he needs a pee. Needs a wee. His bladder would be screaming. So yeah, and see, I was still working on my shandy. I'm all right at the minute. Have you finished yours, Stevie?
It's all gone. Need a new one.
What was I going to say? If you were the first goal scorer, who we're going for?
Oh. Obviously, this has no bearing on the prediction league.
No. One of the midfielders.
Butterfield.
Yeah, he's going to smack it in from 25 yards. It's coming. That like.
Yeah.
He keeps trying.
Someone's put, is that a seahorse in the background? I don't know. I haven't got one in my background, but
Mickey got a seahorse. Mickey, what's on your picture behind you?
It's a tiny bridge. It's the thingy bridge. Have
you got it? Don't know. This is riveting podcast. There was Queen's had too much fizzy pop. She's seeing seahorses in the background. But a lot of people go on Butterfield here,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, is it Trina who's asking about seahorses? Like,
but by the way, Butterfield's been an excellent, and I know we've got some good signs, but Butterfield's been a good one. He's brought that experience, and I
love the way he can turn and open up the game just with
he's class.
Newton. There's a few more predictions coming in here. We've got Newton if he starts, McGowan. Millennium Bridge would score the first goal. It'd be a hell of a knock in from down there, to be honest. But yeah, no, it's been a good one. We've got David has put Oseni. Well, we'll have to see if it is, but lads, it's been another enjoyable.
It has.
A nice show.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's sorry, just about Butterfield. Did anyone know how he got on with Scunthorpe last season? Because in the National League North, he must have been terrific. He must have been superb for them.
They were up there, weren't they? I haven't seen any stats on it, but
I haven't seen any stats. But I think Butterfield one of them that fits into our
style
process, so to speak.
Yeah, that's right. Likes the way they play.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player.
Yeah.
Just a shame he's not with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I keep half an eye on the National League North for lots of reasons. I see Scunthorpe are playing Kidderminster on Friday night in the big game down there. Top versus second.
The
local Northeast teams are not doing that well, are they? They haven't set the world afire, have they?
They certainly haven't. But lads, we've had pessimists, we've had positives, we've had people joking in the chat, and we've even had the ornithologist as well. So, would you class yourself as an ornithologist or a conservationist?
I'm an ornithologist.
He's an ornithologist. See, so we've had two ornithologists on the show.
Two orny people.
Yeah, and two bald men. Yeah. So
is that the new podcast name?
Yeah,
I mean,
Steely's
clinging on to his by the look of it. Like that's.
I know it's starting to go a bit.
He's got the sheer receding hairline, like, doesn't he?
I'm getting the shiny bit here. Look, I'm getting Vicky's shiny bit.
Safe hard men are better and better. Allegedly, Davey. Got us.
I don't know. I've never been with one. So anyway, on that
note, you lying get.
No, I haven't. I was young. I needed the money, but they had hair.
Sorry. Up the heat.